Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I am Derwin Pete, world-class bowler, and I am LA South.
Right here, right now, it's LA South. I'm Pamela Kay, and today we are going kind of on a safari right here to Zoo Zoom with Brett and Lori Mott. And what's going to happen? Well, I'm terrified of snakes. Snakes and spiders and anything creepy crawly. Yeah, except for maybe someone giving me a massage. That's not too bad if you're creepy crawling giving me a massage. Yeah, that's a different kind. But anyway, snakes are just really, I'm terrified of them. But Brett Mott has this great technique to show you how to overcome your fear of snakes. Let's see if he can teach me how to do it today on LA South. I'm here with Lori Mott at Zoo Zoom, and I have two friends. Who are my friends, Lori?
This is JJ and Jimmy, I think.
Now, JJ and Jimmy are here with us because we're going to talk about rescue animals, and a lot of people know Zoo Zoom because they see the vehicle riding around town and they know you do educational programs, but
yes,
let's talk about the rescue aspect of Zoo Zoom.
The behind the scenes, so to speak. Well, the reason we do our education, things like that, is to fund ourselves because we are a rescue organization. And rescue is just a fancy word to use in the place of taking in animals that need homes.
Now,
you know, we don't go out into the wild and rescue like the kids think we do. We offer homes to those animals, exotic animals only, that need homes.
What are exotic animals?
Exotic animals are animals that don't come from the United States of America.
Okay.
They come from all regions. Ferrets didn't grow from Louisiana, that's for sure. And these are considered exotic, not as exotic as some of the other animals we might take in as far as the parrots go and the tortoises and the wallabies and things of that nature. But this is a common thing that is sold in the pet stores that we take in a lot because of all sorts of reasons, whether the novelty wears off or someone becomes allergic in the family, or they have to move and they can't take the animal with them. So it's a lot of different circumstances that bring these animals to us. So what we do is give them a good home, we take care of them, and if they're very sweet and very adoptable, we try to look for homes for them.
Well, that's such an admirable thing because you were telling me a story off camera about a ferret that was found in a garbage dump.
Yes. I find that a lot of animals are very disposable. A lot of pets, you know, we hear a lot of times that people, you know, a child might want a guinea pig. They're willing to get rid of their dog or their cat or their rabbit so that they can get the guinea pig. Well, that's not really how we'd like to see it work. The ferret in the garbage can, you know, we still can't get over that because somebody wanted that ferret. They may not have, but some other child would have liked that ferret. So ferret was fortunate. He was found and brought to us. We took care of him and we found him a good home.
Now you've also got rabbits that are here.
We have rabbits, we have guinea pigs, we have sugar gliders, which are apparently the new taste of the month, or flavor of the month, I should say. People don't do enough research, I find. You know, a lot of times they'll call us after the fact that they've gotten the animal and they've gotten in a situation where they can't keep it, or it's too much for them, or they don't have enough room, or it smells. You know, because animals, hey, they have their own smell just like humans do. We have our own smells as well. Yeah, we have a variety of animals, but animals that can be adopted out, some things that can't be adopted out or even brought to a birthday party. You know, some things like the 80-pound tortoise can't be, it's very hard to bring that to a birthday party. Some of the wallabies aren't very nice and handleable. The fox isn't very nice, you know, so we don't take all our animals. This I'll look at as more of a sanctuary. because it's not open to the public. This is here, this is how they relax, they enjoy their days, their nights, some of them are nocturnal. So I like to call ourselves a sanctuary, and the way we fund our sanctuary is by going out and doing education, doing birthday parties, company picnics, you name it, we'll go. Within the Louisiana, we haven't ventured out to Texas or any other parts, but Louisiana we'll travel to.
And we'll be right back with more of Zoo Zoom. We're back with Brett Mott over at Zoo Zoom and friends. Now, these aren't furry ferret friends. You've got some special friends that are not of the furry variety. Who do you have with you, Brett?
Well, I got this is Wally. Wally's one of our little wards that we look after. Wally's he's a Louisiana gator. We do a lot of education with these, you know. A lot of kids want to see alligators and learn a little bit about alligators, and we can teach a lot of the children the ramifications of doing the wrong things about alligators, like maybe go and try and catch something like this, you know, and being aware of the pitfalls that Mama Gator might be watching. So that's a really good thing that we like to do.
So when they were watching Steve Irwin back in the day doing things like getting on an alligator and kind of tussling with them, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, but I wanted to do that, didn't you? I mean, whenever you've seen Steve doing that, didn't you want to do that sort of stuff? I mean, woohoo, crikey. I mean, look, I love and miss that guy, but Steve was, he was all about the animals, he really was, you know, and yeah, if I can only just be even a little bit like him, I'll be happy.
Now, how large will this one get?
This will be a full-size alligator, and these guys, they grow a foot a year. You know, we have a lot of people say, well, he's not very big for 2 years old, and they go, well, he's 2 feet long. I mean, he doesn't need to be any bigger than that, you know. But, you know, it's not a pet. It's something that we use as an educational tool. What is a pet is perhaps something that I have in my other... I was going to let you hold this, but I think I got what you want.
Oh, he's got something in his pocket.
Look, this was in my pocket, and this will give you an idea of how dangerous I consider a pet snake. Now this isn't something that we just ran down to, you know, the woods and picked up out of the woods. This is a ball python, or the real name is a royal python. But
Oh, it's so warm.
Pamela's used to working with a lot of different creatures, and look, a snake, a pet snake, I emphasise that the term pet is a lot different to a wild snake, but Pamela, do you want to hold?
Oh.
He's a good guy. I mean, look, you had those ferrets.
Okay. What?
And you see how he's got his head tucked away?
Yes.
Because he's a scaredy cat.
Okay.
He's afraid of everybody and everything. And even if he was to bite you, he can't hurt you.
Oh.
See, you probably think that all snakes have got fangs. Well, see, a non-venomous snake doesn't have any fangs. So all he's got little teeth like a little fish. So it's just going to leave you little fishy type marks. So if you was bitten by a little fish, that's sort of what's going to happen. Hasn't got any venom, can't envenomate you, you know, we didn't remove them or anything like that. He's a non-poisonous snake, you know. We have some spiders that are poisonous, we have others that aren't, and he's one of the guys that's not poisonous. We don't deal in poisonous snakes at all, though.
Well, that's a good thing. Now, Brett, you're known for really helping people overcome their fear of snakes.
Look.
How does that work? Because, I mean, so many people are afraid. You've got water moccasins and copperheads and all kinds of indigenous Louisiana snakes. How do people tell the difference? How do they know not to be afraid?
Well, they're dangerous. They are dangerous, but so's a Ford, so's a Chev, okay? You don't run out in the middle of the road. You look. I look 3 times. I look left, I look right, I look left again, then I'll make my way across the road. It's the same thing with the snake, you know? Unless you know exactly what you're looking at, keep away from it.
And we'll be right back with more on snakes. We're back with Brett Mott, and he's teaching me to overcome my fear of snakes, which holding one's a pretty big deal.
Well, you was really scared when you first got here, right? And you said, there's no way that I'm going to hold a snake.
I did.
Okay. Now, it's just a little bit of reassurance. We're going to cross the road together, you and I. And that's exactly what we've done. I've assured you that it's all going to be okay and safe, and that it's not really a big deal. Now, what's a big deal is running out somewhere and reaching down, oh, crikeys, did you see that? Woohoo! What we're doing is a lot more safer, and this is how, you know, we help. But we've helped people with great fears of snakes. Now, you know, and like I said, it's all about the delivery, what we're doing together and all that. Now, and a pet snake really doesn't have an interest in human beings. He can look at you and in his best Cajun language says, "Meh, I can't eat that." He knows he can't eat you. There's no way possible that he can eat you, so you're not a food source, you're not a food item. And an old wise snake will often give somebody what they call a dry bite. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but where it's a venomous snake will give somebody a bite with no venom. It's because he doesn't want to use his venom, he doesn't want to waste it. And
I don't want a dry bite.
Yes, no, right, no, I wouldn't want any sort of a bite. But let me tell you, I would much rather get bit by a non-venomous snake than anything with fur. And that means rabbits, guinea pigs, gerbils, hamsters, cats, dogs, anything that's got fur is going to hurt me a lot more if it bites me than something like this snake right here. And this is a perfect example of getting people over that fear. Because, you know, you'd be happy to hold my alligator. Oh yes, I'll hold him, but I would much rather get bit by this than the alligator. The alligator was going to hurt me. You know, he's got a lot more teeth and more jaw pressure.
So when people are in the woods and they worry about snakes, what's the best way to kind of be safe and tell the difference between something that might be harmful or not?
Stay away from it.
Okay.
Make some noise. Always look with your eyes down. If you don't look with your eyes down, you're going to fall over something. It might be a log, it might be a snake. So look where you're going, be cautious in what you're doing, and if you live around a home that has a lot of debris scattered around, always look. You know, if you have piles of wood and all that sort of stuff, it's a home for not just an ant colony, but perhaps a snake. Mm-hmm. If you see a snake shed, you'll probably find some more snakes. But do some research. Get online and do some research about the different snakes that we have in our area. And he's scaring you?
I'm not sure where he's going.
He's just going around. He's just visiting. These ball pythons were the snakes that Cleopatra used to wear as bracelets. So she wasn't scared, so you shouldn't be either.
I'm being brave.
You're being very brave. But we love our snakes, we really do. And the kids love them. You know, a lot of the moms, but you know, we teach a lot of the kids, and what we can do is we can stop the envy of a child wanting to run over the back fence and grab the snake. We can stop a lot of that before that happens and stop children getting bit, maybe by one that, you know, could possibly be dangerous.
Well, one of the great things about Zoo Zoom is that you love all the animals, the ones you rescue, the ones that you have that you use for educational purposes, which most of the time are also rescue animals, and you teach other people to love nature, not to be afraid, but to be aware.
Nature's a great thing, isn't it? Nature's great. I mean, we love nature. Nature is boy, whoever put that plan together sure knew what was going on, huh? I mean...
Well, here in Louisiana, we like to say God put that together. Maybe Mother Nature and all that good stuff. But we do want you to come to Zoo Zoom on safari. Tell them how to find you.
We can find us on the web, www.zoo-zoom.com.
Hey, it's TJ with your Mix 107.1 entertainment news and celebrity gossip on a Wednesday. And before we start, I want to say my heart is felt for all the victims in Monday's tragic accident. Not accident, but action. The Boston Marathon bombing that took place around 2:50 Monday afternoon. I'm lost of words on that, man.
Yeah, it's whether it be an act of terrorism or whatever. I mean, there's some messed up people out there.
And it was sad because I think the last mile or so was dedicated for all the elementary school victims that were killed in the shooting in Newton, Connecticut. And the last mile of the race was dedicated. And the second explosion, they had families of the victims, of the kids, right by the explosion. So there's no word if they're okay, if they're hurt, but it's just really devastating that one bomb goes off and 12 seconds later another bomb goes off and you find out that there was another bomb, in a hotel down the street. Yeah. It's very devastating, very sad that something can happen like this, and it just shows that you don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what can take place.
Yep. You I mean, it sounds cliche, but live every day. You know,
Yeah.
like it should last.
And, you know, there's people from Acadiana, Opelousas, Abbeville, Lafayette that ran the marathon. Thankfully, they're okay. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back to Acadiana safely. But, you know, you look at all these photos, you look at all the videos online, it's just devastating. In your mind, do you think it's right to post pictures of someone's leg completely gone through a time like this?
I don't know.
I mean, yes, it's news,
Yeah.
but is that somewhat invading something?
It's gray area.
I mean,
Big gray area.
I think a lot of it has to do with ethics and the way you come out, but it is such a. I mean, you look at the 9/11 incident. No one knew that was coming. Yes, Boston Marathon wasn't as big as 9/11, but still, it's a form of an act that is just uncalled for, and there will be answers. Like President Obama said, you know, whoever did this will face justice, and I hope they face justice in the right way. Three killed, including an 8-year-old boy. Come on, you don't do that. You don't do that. There's a lot of celebrities that are doing benefits. Taylor Swift is one. You look at Miley Cyrus. All these celebrities are coming together and pray for Boston. I think that's very good on celebrity parts. And even Chris Brown, believe it or not, is doing something with this. So
He needs all the PR help.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll be back with you on a Friday. In the meantime, have a great week. Stay safe. I'm TJ.
And Cody.
And this is your Mix 107.1 entertainment news and celebrity gossip.
I'm with Derwin Petrie. He is a world champion pro bowler here at Lafayette Lanes. And Derwin, you've got something really great going on.
Yes. Southern Care Hospice is putting on the second annual Strikeout Alzheimer's Bowling fundraiser to raise awareness about the Alzheimer's disease here in Acadiana.
Now, is this something you're passionate about on a personal level?
I am. My grandmother passed with this disease, and also a good friend of mine, her son developed Alzheimer's in his early 40s and then eventually passed due to complications.
Well, we definitely want the community to get involved. We know you want to be involved and help this cause. Let's talk about when it is and what time.
Saturday, April 20th, registration starts at 8:30, and bowling's from 9:30 to 11:30.
Best team shirt contest. That's always the best part of bowling, and we'll see you there. Andre Theory and Zydeco Magic are going to be where? Tonight, they are going to be at Black Gold Casino, and here's your personal invite to see one of my favorite DJs, and yes, Todd Ortego, the Swamp and Roll Master. He's going to be hosting this major event that you don't want to miss, so make sure I want to see you out there. Definitely, Black Gold Casino is the place to be tonight. And in the meantime, find out everything that's going on with LA South TV on Facebook and in the surrounding communities. You don't want to miss out. There's so much going on. We'll see you next time here on LA South.
You're watching KDCG, uniquely Acadiana, a Delta Media station.